Hi everyone, it's Giselle from Kids Yoga Stories. So today's question is from Debbie, and it's excellent, and I'm sure you can relate to this one. She says, I teach yoga at my son's preschool, and there's 16 4 to 5-year-olds. One thing I struggle with is the fear of judgment from the other teachers. So she has this feeling, she goes on to say that she has this feeling that teachers are expecting her to be able to control their behavior, to be able to pay attention, to be able to sit quietly. And she finds herself that yoga is more playful and they aren't necessarily sitting in a little circle, they're active, right? And so she notices that she's beating herself up and it's affecting her effectiveness as a yoga teacher. And she also wants to know what she can do with those children who don't want to participate. This is such a great question, and this is something that we hear a lot about. What do we do when other adults are judging us? Okay, so let's start. Let's think about this in two different ways. The first thing is the other teachers, right? So there's an opportunity to take a moment to connect with those other teachers, either one or a few of them, and connect with them and ask for a meeting, talk to them about what expectations are for children's yoga, that it is really playful, it can be active, and maybe talk to them about what their expectations are, or just a check-in, just to open that dialogue. That's certainly one thing. Some people don't feel necessarily comfortable doing that for a variety of reasons, and that's okay. Secondly, let's think about you. Again, super common in our industry is that feeling that we're not good enough. Can you relate to that? We're not good enough. This is the voice in our head over and over again. So there we are, we're teaching our kids yoga class, we've got our plans, we have our props, we have everything in place, and then we spend the whole time worrying about what other people think of us, right? We don't know. We don't actually know. She may be a perfectionist teacher and she has her own stuff around that, and she may be thinking of you as an ineffective teacher. That's her stuff, okay? That's her stuff. Or she may be thinking about something completely different that has nothing to do with you, right? So you may be thinking that she's judging you, but she might just be thinking about other things or her lesson plan or whatever. So we don't actually know, and we can't control that. All that we can do is that first one about having that open dialogue. If we don't want to do that, we need to work on ourselves. So what can we do, right? Notice when we're thinking, I'm not good enough, okay? Notice, get curious. The same thing, noticing, get curious, and committing. The same thing of mindfulness, noticing, getting curious, and committing. So here's some ideas. Right before class, you could take 3 deep breaths, 3 deep breaths, and you could say to yourself a mantra, I'm a great teacher. I'm a great teacher. And really become that for yourself. Make a list before class, all the reasons why you think you're a great teacher and why you should be doing what you're doing, right? So you may have to fake it till you make it in a little way at the beginning. If you have your own self-doubt, bust through those self-doubt. Think of it as a mindset. Right? So start there. And then when you get to class with your confidence and bringing all the things that you need, all your tools, like think of it like your toolkit. You've got your lesson plan, you've got your props, you've got the yoga principles, you've read your books, whatever. You've got your little toolkit there. Then connect with the children. Connect with the children. Sounds easy, right? But if you're so much in your head about fear of judgment, you're not present to the children in front of you. So for a moment, try super hard to forget all that, to stop those voices and focus on the children. If you lean in to the children and you find out how their day's going, what's interesting to them, what story they want to share, you're going to be so wrapped up in them, you're not going to remember or think about the adults. Okay, so getting curious with the children, connecting with the children, and being creative, incorporating what kinds of things they're interested in. So find out those children who aren't participating, find out what they're interested in. You can ask your son, right? Ask your son, hey, your buddy over there, I could see he wasn't really interested in yoga. What kinds of things is he interested in? And you could incorporate that. Maybe they like superheroes, and then you could do superhero yoga, and then all of a sudden he wants to be involved. Do you see what I'm saying? So using those steps yourself, taking a moment, right? To get curious. Why do you feel these things? What's that fear about? When did you feel that before? Okay. Connecting with yourself, saying, I got this. Give yourself a little pep talk. Okay. And you can use your creativity also to think, what else could I bring to class that'll get me excited about class and not thinking about other people, and committing to it, committing to, I got this, I can do this. Okay, and then the same with the children, connect with the children. I hope that's helpful, Debbie. Please add a comment below if you've got something else you want to add. If you've had this experience before where you fear of judging what other adults are saying or thinking, we'd love to hear from you. And we really want Debbie to embrace herself, gain her own confidence again, and get in there and be her best. Hope that's helpful. Thank you so much.